Hi, everyone. Welcome back to English Bloom.
Hey, hey, good to be here again. I'm Tom.
So, today's topic is a big one. We're talking about how to sound like a native English speaker.
Oh, this is a fun one. Honestly, this is something I think about a lot
Yeah? Why?
because I remember years ago thinking I was pretty good at English. I knew a lot of grammar rules, I knew a lot of words,
Mm
but then I talked to an actual native speaker and I understood maybe 60% of what she said,
hmm. Only 60?
maybe less. She was talking fast, she was using short words squished together, and honestly, some of her sentences didn't even sound like real grammar to me.
Right, because textbook English and real spoken English are actually a little different.
Very different.
So that's what today's about. Not new grammar rules, just the small habits that make English sound natural, sound relaxed, sound real.
I like that. Small habits.
Exactly. So let's start with your story. What happened with that conversation?
Okay, so I asked her, "What are you going to do this weekend?"
Very correct, very textbook.
All right? And she said, "I don't know, probably just chill at home."
Ah, I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that and thought, wait, what word is that?
It's not a new word. It's just I don't know said fast and relaxed.
I know that now, but at the time, I froze for like 2 seconds.
That's so common, and that's actually a perfect place to start because contractions and relaxed speech are one of the biggest differences between book English and real English.
Okay, break that down for me. What's a contraction again?
A contraction is when we join two words together and make them shorter, like I am becomes I'm, do not becomes don't, and I do not know becomes I don't know in very casual speech.
So it's not wrong grammar, it's just shorter.
Exactly. Native speakers use contractions constantly, even in fairly formal conversations. If you always say the full form, I am going to the store, it's not incorrect, but it can sound a little stiff, a little formal.
Like a textbook read out loud.
Kind of, yeah. So, one small habit use contractions naturally. I'm, your, will, don't, can't, won't. These aren't shortcuts for lazy people. They're just how the language actually sounds.
Okay, that makes sense. Give me another example from real life.
Sure, let's do a little scene. Imagine you walk into a coffee shop.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, a learner might walk up and say, "Good morning, I would like to purchase one medium coffee, please."
Which is totally correct.
Totally correct. Grammatically perfect. But here's how a native speaker might actually say it.
Morning, can I get a medium coffee?
See the difference?
Yeah, shorter, faster, less formal.
Right. Can I get is probably the most common way to order something in English, not I would like to purchase. That phrase sounds like a business email.
A business email ordering coffee.
Exactly. And this is something I want listeners to really catch. It's not about grammar being wrong. Your English can be 100% correct and still sound unnatural just because of word choice.
Hmm, that's actually a really important point.
It is. Grammar correctness and natural sound are two different things.
Okay, let's keep going with the coffee shop scene. What happens next?
So the coffee shop worker might ask, "What size would you like?"
And I just say, medium's fine, or even just medium.
Right. One-word answers are extremely common in real conversation. You don't need a full sentence every time.
That was actually hard for me to learn. In class, we're trained to always answer in full sentences.
Yeah, and that's useful for practicing grammar. But in real conversation, if someone asks, "Do you want sugar?" a native speaker often just says, "Nope," or "Yeah, please," not, "No, I do not want sugar in my coffee."
That would sound so intense.
A little intense, yeah, almost like you're annoyed.
Okay, so short answers, contractions. What else?
Let's talk about rhythm. This one's interesting. English has a stress-based rhythm, which means we don't say every word with the same importance.
What do you mean?
Okay, listen to this sentence two ways. First, very flat. I want to go to the store.
That sounds like a robot.
Exactly. Now listen to how a native speaker actually says it. I wanna go to the store. The important words wanna, go, store get more stress. The small connecting words kind of blend together.
Oh, I see. So it's not about saying every word clearly and loudly.
Right, it's the opposite. If you stress every single word equally, it actually sounds less natural, not more correct.
That's surprising. I thought clear pronunciation meant saying everything strongly.
It's a common misunderstanding. Clear doesn't mean loud and separated. Clear means the important words stand out, and the small words flow together naturally.
Give me one more example of that.
Sure, what are you going to do? In natural speech, that often becomes something close to what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna?
Yeah, what are you blends into whaddya, and going to becomes gonna. This happens constantly in casual conversation.
Should learners actually try to speak like that? What are you gonna do?
For speaking, you don't have to force it, but it really helps for listening. If you don't recognize gonna and whaddya, you'll get lost in real conversations, movies, podcasts, all of it.
That happened to me constantly at first. I understood written English so well, but spoken English felt like a completely different language.
It kind of is in a way. Written English is more formal. Spoken English is relaxed, fast, and full of these little shortcuts.
There's actually another thing I've noticed. Sometimes words just melt into each other. Is that part of this too?
Oh yes, that's called linking, and it's a huge part of natural speech. Basically, when one word ends with a consonant sound and the next word starts with a vowel sound, we connect them.
Can you give an example?
Sure, turn it off. Written separately, 3 words, but naturally it sounds more like turn it off, almost like one smooth word.
Turn it off. Oh, I see. The in, the it, the off, they all kind of flow together.
Exactly. Or think about an apple. If you say each word separately, an apple, it sounds choppy. Naturally, it becomes an apple. The N jumps over and connects to apple.
That's wild. So the written spelling and the actual sound are kind of different.
Very different sometimes, yeah. Another example, not at all, often sounds like not at all in fast, casual speech.
Note at all. I would never have guessed that from reading it.
That's exactly why listening practice matters so much. If you're only reading English, you miss this whole layer of how it actually sounds out loud.
Does this mean learners should try to speak with all this linking too?
A little bit over time, yes, but honestly, recognizing it when you hear it is even more important at first. Once your ears catch it naturally, your mouth starts doing it on its own without you even trying.
That's reassuring. I was worried this meant memorizing a whole nother set of rules.
Not at all. It's not really rules, it's more like a rhythm you absorb through exposure. The more real English you listen to, the more natural this becomes.
Okay, let's do another everyday scene. What about small talk, like when you run into someone you know?
Perfect example. Let's say you see a friend on the street.
A textbook version might be, "Hello, how are you doing today?" "I am doing well, thank you."
So formal.
Right? But naturally, it's more like,
Hey, how's it going?
"Good, you?"
See how short that is? 2, 3 words each?
And nobody actually answers, "I am doing well, thank you," in real life.
Almost never, unless it's a very formal situation, like a job interview.
Right. Context matters too.
Exactly. And that's a good point. Native speakers do switch styles depending on the situation. More formal at work, very relaxed with friends. But most textbooks only teach the formal style, so learners sometimes only know one mode.
I never thought about it that way. Like, English actually has different levels depending on who you're talking to.
Exactly. And sounding native partly means learning to move between those levels naturally.
Okay, what's another habit that makes English sound native?
Let's talk about filler words, little words we use while thinking or to soften what we're saying.
Like,
Is one, but there are more natural ones too. Well, so, I mean, actually, kind of, you know?
I use actually a lot, honestly.
A lot of learners do. It's a very common filler for non-native speakers, actually.
See, I did it again.
Right, and that's totally fine, but native speakers naturally mix it up. Sometimes they say well, sometimes I mean, sometimes they just pause. If you only ever use actually, it can sound a little repetitive, almost like a habit rather than natural speech.
So, what's a natural example?
Imagine someone asks you, "Do you like your job?" A stiff answer might be, "Yes, I like my job very much." A more natural answer might be,
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Some days are stressful, but overall, I like it.
exactly. See how that has some natural pauses, some softening words, some honesty built in.
It feels more like a real thought, not a memorized sentence.
That's such a good way to put it. Native English often sounds like the person is thinking while they talk, not reciting something.
Okay, this next part I actually really want to hear because I know you love this segment.
You know me so well. Yes, let's move into sentence smoothing. This is where we take a stiff textbook-style sentence and turn it into something a native speaker would actually say.
Let's do it. First one.
Okay, sentence one. I am very tired today.
That's correct, but a little flat.
Right. A smoother, more natural version, I'm so tired today. Or even, ugh, I'm exhausted.
Oh, exhausted is a great word, much stronger than just tired.
Exactly. And adding a small sound like ugh at the start makes it feel more emotional and real.
Okay, next one.
I do not understand this.
Very correct, very stiff.
Natural version, I don't get it, or I'm kinda lost.
I'm kind of lost. I like that. It sounds humble, not embarrassing.
Exactly. It's a soft, natural way to say you're confused. Next one. What is your opinion about this?
That sounds like a survey question.
It kinda does. Natural version, what do you think? Or what's your take on this?
What's your take? That's such a common phrase.
Very common, especially in conversations, interviews, podcasts, everywhere. Next, I am going to the store. Do you want anything?
That one's already pretty natural, actually.
It is, but here's an even more relaxed version. I'm heading to the store. Need anything?
Oh, heading to. That's nice.
Yeah, heading to is a very natural way to say going to, especially for short trips. Next one. I was very surprised by the news.
A learner-friendly one.
Right. Natural version, that news totally caught me off guard. Or simply, wow, I did not see that coming.
Did not see that coming. I love that phrase.
It's extremely common, and it works in so many situations. Big news, small surprises, funny moments.
Okay, last one. Give me a tricky one.
All right. I would like you to help me with this problem.
That sounds like a formal letter.
A little bit. Natural version. Could you give me a hand with this? Or mind helping me out real quick?
Give me a hand. So simple, but I don't think I use it enough.
It's a great phrase to add to your daily English. Small, friendly, very native sounding.
Let's do a couple more. I'm actually enjoying this.
Okay, one more round. Sentence. This restaurant is very expensive.
Correct, but plain.
Natural version. This place is pretty pricey. Or this place will cost you.
Pricey. I like that word. It's short and casual.
Very common in everyday conversation, especially when comparing prices with friends.
Next one, give me something about being late.
Okay, I am sorry I am late because there was a lot of traffic.
Very formal apology.
Natural version, sorry I'm late, traffic was crazy.
Shorter again and crazy instead of a lot of.
Exactly. Crazy is used constantly as a casual way to say something was extreme, intense, or a lot. The traffic was crazy. The weather's been crazy. Work's been crazy busy.
That word does a lot of work.
It really does. Okay, last one for this round. I think this plan is a good idea.
Simple sentence, but again, a little flat.
Yeah, I'm actually down for that. Or, sounds good to me.
I'm down for that. That phrase always confused me at first.
I bet. Down for means willing, interested, or agreeing to something. Are you down for pizza tonight? Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, I feel like my brain just got an upgrade.
Good, that's the goal. So, did you notice a pattern in all of these?
Yeah, actually, the natural versions are almost always shorter.
Exactly. Shorter, more contractions, more casual words. Sometimes small emotional sounds like ugh or wow. Native English isn't about being fancy. It's about being relaxed and direct.
That's kind of a relief, honestly. I always thought native meant sounding more impressive, the use of bigger words.
That's such a common myth. Big vocabulary can actually sound less natural in casual conversation. Real native speakers mostly use simple, common words, just combined in a relaxed, flexible way.
So it's less about knowing rare words and more about knowing common patterns really, really well.
Exactly. That's the whole secret, honestly. Patterns over vocabulary.
Can we do one more scene? I want to try a phone call this time.
Ooh, good choice. Phone calls are actually one of the hardest situations for learners.
Right, because you can't see the person's face.
Exactly. No lip reading, no hand gestures, just the voice. So imagine you're calling a restaurant to book a table.
Okay, a textbook version might sound like, "Good evening. I would like to make a reservation for 2 people at 7 p.m., please."
Correct, but again, very formal.
What's the natural version?
Hi, can I book a table for two around 7?
Shorter again.
Always shorter. And notice around 7, not at exactly 7 o'clock. Native speakers often use softer, looser time words, around, about, ish.
7-ish?
Exactly. 7-ish is super common in casual speech. It means close to 7, not necessarily exact.
I never would have guessed ish could attach to a number like that.
It's a really flexible little ending. You can say 5-ish, 30-ish, even soonish.
Okay, so the person on the phone says, "Sure, that works. Can I get a name for the reservation?"
And you just say your name, or something like, yeah, it's under Tom.
Under Tom, meaning the reservation is listed with my name.
Exactly. That little phrase, under name, is used constantly for bookings, deliveries, packages, all kinds of things.
That's such a useful, tiny phrase. I don't think anyone ever taught me that directly.
That's the thing about sounding native. A lot of it isn't big grammar lessons. It's these small, practical chunks that just come from hearing real conversations over and over.
Okay, one more moment from that phone call. What if there's a mistake, like they misunderstood the time?
Good one. A textbook response might be, I apologize, but I believe there has been a misunderstanding.
That sounds like a lawyer talking.
A little bit. Naturally, someone would just say, oh, sorry, I think there's been a mix-up. I actually said 7, not 8.
Mix-up, nice word, much lighter than misunderstanding.
Right. Mix-up is casual and friendly. It doesn't sound like you're blaming anyone. It just describes a small, honest mistake.
I really like collecting these small words. Mix-up, under Tom, 7-ish. They're tiny, but they make such a big difference.
That's honestly the heart of today's episode. Sounding native isn't about huge changes. It's a collection of small, natural habits.
Can I add something important here, though? I don't want anyone listening to feel pressure like they need a perfect accent,
Oh, that's such a good point, actually.
because sounding native and having zero accent are actually two different goals. Plenty of people speak fluent, natural-sounding English with a noticeable accent from their first language.
Right. An accent isn't a mistake. It's just part of how you sound.
Exactly. What we're really talking about today is naturalness, the rhythm, the word choices, the flow, not erasing where you're from.
I think that takes a lot of pressure off, honestly. Your goal isn't to sound exactly like someone from a specific country.
Right. Your goal is to sound relaxed, clear, and easy to understand in your own voice. You can keep your accent completely and still sound very natural.
That's a really comforting thought. I feel like a lot of learners worry so much about their accent, when really the bigger issue is often just the stiff, formal sentence patterns we talked about earlier.
Exactly. That's usually the real gap, not the accent itself.
Okay, before we wrap up, can we talk about one more thing? Listening. Because everything we said today is also about understanding native speakers, not just speaking like one.
Good point.
Yes, huge point. If you don't recognize contractions and relaxed speech when you hear them, conversations, movies, and podcasts will always feel too fast.
That was honestly my biggest struggle. I could read English fine, but listening felt like a totally different skill.
It kind of is a separate skill. The good news is, once you start noticing these patterns, contractions, short answers, blended words like gonna and wanna, your ears adjust surprisingly fast.
I definitely noticed that with my own English. The more I listened to real conversations, not just textbook audio, the easier it got.
That's a great tip for everyone listening. Try listening to real conversations, podcasts like this one, YouTube videos, even short clips, not just slow textbook recordings. Your ears need real exposure.
Do you have a simple way for people to practice this, though? Like a small daily habit?
Yeah, actually. Here's something easy. Pick one short clip, maybe 30 seconds, from a podcast or a show. Listen to it once, just for the general idea. Then listen again, and this time try to notice the contractions and the blended words.
So the first listen is for meaning, the second listen is for sound.
Exactly. And you don't need to understand everything perfectly. Even noticing, oh, that was gonna, not going to, is real progress.
I like that it's such a small, doable habit. It's not watch 3 hours of English content every day.
Right. Consistency matters more than length. Even 10 minutes a day of real, natural English will train your ears faster than hours of slow, robotic textbook audio.
That's genuinely encouraging. It feels achievable. Okay, I think we've covered a lot today. Should we go over everything one more time?
Yes, let's do a quick recap so everyone remembers the key ideas.
Perfect.
All right, here are today's key habits for sounding more like a native speaker.
Number 1.
Use contractions naturally. I'm, don't, can't, instead of always saying the full form. It's the fastest way to soften stiff textbook sentences.
Number 2.
Use short, natural answers. You don't need a full sentence every time. Yeah, nope, medium's fine are all completely normal in real conversation.
Number 3.
Don't stress every word equally. Let small words blend together and let the important words stand out. That's the real rhythm of English.
Number 4.
Notice linking, the way words melt into each other, like turn it off or an apple. Your ears will catch it faster than you think.
Number 5.
Recognize relaxed blended forms like gonna, wanna, and whaddya, especially for listening. You don't have to force these when speaking, but you do need to recognize them.
Number 6.
Match your English style to the situation. More casual with friends, more formal at work or interviews. Both styles are correct, just used differently.
Number 7.
Use natural filler words, well, I mean, you know, instead of relying on only one word like actually. Variety makes you sound more relaxed.
Number 8.
Prefer simple, common phrases over big, fancy vocabulary. Natural patterns matter more than impressive words.
Number 9.
Remember, an accent isn't a mistake. Sounding natural doesn't mean erasing where you're from.
Number 10.
And finally, get real listening practice. Real conversations, podcasts, and natural content, not just slow textbook audio. Even 10 minutes a day makes a real difference.
That's a really solid list.
It is, and honestly, you don't need to master all 8 at once. Even picking 1 or 2 of these and practicing this week will already make your English feel more natural.
I like that. Small steps.
Exactly. Small steps, real progress.
All right, that's it for today's episode.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Keep practicing, keep listening, keep blooming, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.